Welcome to Book Babble. I'm Dustin, and today I'm here to share with you my top reads for 2019. 2019 was a really great reading year for me. I ended up reading 70 books and enjoying most of them, which I think is actually the better accomplishment out of the two. Because for me, it's not necessarily about how many books I read in a year. It's how much fun did I have reading them. I just thought I'd share with you some of my favorite reads this year. So without further ado, let's just get into it. The first one that I absolutely adored was A Girl Named Anna by Lizzie Barber. So A Girl Named Anna follows two girls, Anna, obviously, and Rosie. Anna is starting to discover things about her life that don't necessarily add up. There's a very Disney-esque theme park in the story that her mom absolutely refuses to take her to. And then we flip through Rosie's side, where Rosie is living in the UK, and when she and her family were in America visiting a theme park, her sister disappeared. And she is trying to track down her sister. The thing I love about this one is, as things kind of unravel, the two different storylines possibly meet up. I don't want to give too much away in the story, but this one I definitely read in a hurry because I just was enjoying it so much. So definitely I would recommend checking out A Girl Named Anna. Next one I'm going to talk about is The One by John Mars. It is the story of a world where, instead of figuring out like a Match.com scenario, a company's figured out a way to match your DNA to find your one true love. One storyline you do follow is of a serial killer, and his match is a police officer, which is very intriguing. I'm pretty sure that this is getting turned into a Netflix miniseries, which is going to be really cool. Absolutely phenomenal. I highly recommend that one. Next one is Woman on the Edge by Samantha M. Bailey. This is a debut from a Canadian author, and it is, whew, a roller coaster, let me tell you. We start off in the very first chapter. There's a woman, she's heading home from work at the train station. Some woman comes up to her, says, "Take care of my baby," hands her this infant, and jumps in front of the train. The few twists and turns that you do get in this story, they were realistic. It's such an explosive story, and if you do get a chance to read it, I'd love to know your thoughts. The next one that I've got is The Guilty Party by Mel McGraw. Mel McGraw is a British author. During a music festival, there's a group of friends that witness a rape, but none of them intervene. And you find out throughout the course of things that maybe one or all of them were possibly connected to the individual that was getting raped. Her writing is beautiful, and the story is just compelling, and it's one that you just want to keep going through. The last fiction that I'm going to be talking about is The Nanny by Gillian Macmillan. This is such a beautiful story. One night, the nanny of this young girl just disappears, and no one really understands what is going on. And then we flash forward to when this young girl is now an adult, and knock 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 at the door, this nanny mysteriously comes back. There's definitely a lot of mystery behind what's going on. I'm also very fortunate that through my work at the bookstore that all of these guys, all of these were lovingly sent to me by the publishers. I get these books without promise of positive reviews. This is just a part of my job, is being able to read these books to give better information for the customers that come in my store. So those are the fiction books. Now I want to just quickly go over some graphic novels that I absolutely loved. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Nathan W. Pyle's Strange Planet. Absolutely incredible. Bunch for aliens navigating our world. Silk Compendium is just incredibly funny. One of my other favorite graphic novels was Menage a Trois, Volume 4. This is by Giselle Leglace and David Lumsden. This is a story of a young man and two of his female roommates living in Montreal. Definitely, obviously, by looking at the cover, there's some adult content in there. The next one I read was Horizontal Collaboration. This one is by Navy and Carol Mario. This one set in occupied France during World War II. Your main character, Rose, who is falling in love with a German officer. This deals with a lot of the unfortunate situations that these young French women got into. The artwork is gorgeous. It is a beautiful, beautifully well-written story. I shed a couple tears. I'm not gonna lie, it was really beautiful. This next one, Star Trek: The Q Conflict. This is Q messing around with 4 different captains, 4 different crews, plunking them all together, making them work together. The last graphic novel that I'm going to be talking about is Inky Woodcroft, The Girl Who Handcuffed Houdini, written and illustrated by Cynthia Von Bueller. This checked off so many things for me. Right out of the gate, you've got Minky writing to Agatha Christie asking for help. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle shows up. Obviously Houdini is there. Art is beautiful. The story is equally beautiful. I know that she's adapted some of this for stage as well, which is really cool. So those are some of my top reads for this year. For me to you, I hope your day is just tickety boo. I'll see you soon.